Now, I don't want to like, it's hard for me to get my messages out sometimes because I'm trying to stray away from saying certain things, but I just have to be completely 100 with me. And if it resonates with you, that's great. And if it doesn't, let me know so I can learn better. So I have here that I wrote down, Jesus is the highest. He in the Bible, he showed the highest form of God consciousness. Like he reached his God consciousness that was lived within him in his kingdom. Even though, he was created by God. Yes, because we all were created by God. But when Jesus came, he came to show us the highest form of us, the highest form that we can reach as long as we step in and be connected to God. He showed us who we can be as long as we stay connected and anchored to God. He showed us the miraculous powers and the gifts that God will bestow on us as long as we connect into Him. Because Jesus didn't know what He was doing. He knew that He was coming to be a sacrifice. Because you guys know in the Bible, they sacrificed a lot of things. They were sacrificing animals. They were sacrificing animals at first to get things done, which those were rituals, right? So when they sacrificed to a human, that was a ritual. But we no longer have to live that way because it already has happened. Like I stated on my Facebook post yesterday, like this is nothing new under the sun. If you think that if these people who was in charge of the world were doing rituals then and was doing things outside of divine will of God, don't you think that there's some people who are still operating on that same energy, who are still doing rituals, who are still doing things? They have took their time to learn how to manipulate God's energy, God's world's energy, God's power of the sun, God's power of the moon, God's power of the stars, God's power of us, and manipulate it into getting things that they want done. That's causing more self-destruction. That's causing more harm on the world. That's why we have to stay connected into God's kingdom so we'll know what He wants us to do next. Like answer the phone call when God calls you because He may want you to go in the grocery store tomorrow. And because your energy is there, it's going to stop the negative energy from even appearing. Do you understand how powerful you are once you start connecting into God's kingdom? Once you start recognizing who you are in the spiritual realm and how much your name holds weight and how when you speak, demons back up? Do you understand that God wants you to to recognize how powerful you are with your armor on that He's equipped with you? Because this is real. We are really out here fighting spiritual warfare. I show charm a lot because that's an example of spiritual warfare that they showed us on TV the whole time. Like people come in these forms of demons, these demons come in forms of people that look just like you. But you have to recognize that that's what we're fighting against, the demons, the